Hello, gorgeous people. How are we doing? Just to say, last night's retreat is now uploaded into the platform for anyone that couldn't make it, or for anyone that just wants to watch again. You are welcome to dive into it as many times as you would like to. So, I hope you're having a gorgeous day. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about manifestation. Hi, Gabby, lovely. So lovely to see you last night. I hope you are doing okay. Yeah, and I wanted to talk to you today about this concept of manifesting. Bear with me, I am just going to get the video up so I can see your comments. I can only see those ones that have agreed to StreamYard, so where am I? There I am. I can only see those ones that have agreed to StreamYard. Marie, lovely. Nice to see you. Hope you are doing okay. Yeah, fabulous to have you here. Hope you are doing all right this morning, or this afternoon, I should say now. We're officially past 12, aren't we? So, let me pull us a card first. And again, I invite you to have a think about, that one really jumped, what this card represents for you. I'm not going to read out the description. This is about tuning into your own inner voice, your own inner intuition, that part of you that already knows exactly what you need and the message you need to receive. So your card for today is regeneration. Ooh, interesting. Can you see that okay? Regeneration. And I'll give you a moment just to contemplate that. Notice what that means for you. Hi, Fran, lovely. Gabby, right up your street. You use vision boards and crystal grids and moon cycles. Wonderful. Do you know, I've been trained in crystal grids and I've never used them. And I really should have a play with some crystal grids. I covered it as part of my Reiki training, but it's not something, I don't know why. And I have crystals, but I really must have a play with that a bit more. Hi, Jackie, lovely. Nice to have you here. Hope you are doing okay. So manifesting. I tell you, I have a little bit of a bugbear with some of the information out there with manifesting. And I'll tell you why. It's not that I don't firmly believe in manifesting, I do. And I've seen it in my own life when I've decided that's what I'm having or going for or going to create. And I've seen it come into fruition, things that before I never thought were possible. I remember doing that with my first house I bought. We were in the situation where I just thought it was impossible to have the house that we really longed for. And then before I know it, we're living in a newly built detached house with a lovely garden backing onto a woods. And so these things, I've seen it work. I know it works. But the bit that really grates on me a little bit is this idea, and actually, Gabby, I think you just touched on it. You have to do the work too. Exactly. And this is what I see so often is people saying, oh, well, I've manifested it, or I've prayed for it, or I've connected with the divine and put in my shopping list. And that's all good and well. But actually, if we don't then take the action to actually allow it to come into fruition, then it's pretty impossible for the divine to be stepping in and helping us. Gabby, it's not about winning the lottery. No, but you know what? For someone it might be, but unless you win, buy the lottery ticket, it's not going to happen, right? So when I was working with that, manifesting my first house, and I'm going back years, I'm trying to think, I'm probably going back 15 years now. I could have quite easily just sat there visualizing and just waiting for something to appear. But I didn't. I did the visualization. I then was looking for houses. I then went to the estate agents. I then talked to mortgage brokers and did all the work. And yes, it came about. And so I wanted to invite you to share a practice with me today where we can have a look at one, connecting into that really feminine side of it, where it is about us getting comfortable with receiving. So we're not blocking anything coming to us. But then two, tuning into that more masculine fire and understanding what is our next step in order to make that happen. What is the next step we need to take to actually bring those things to us instead of presuming it's just going to turn up. So I invite you to get comfy, get a little nest ready, and we will tune in. And I apologize if you can hear Doggy snoring in the background, but she's very comfy and I don't have the heart to move her. So get yourself cozy, get a little nest ready, do whatever you need to do to really sink into this moment. I invite you to close your eyes, and you may even want to take a couple of deeper breaths just to settle the nervous system and letting anything go that you've been carrying around today. And again, you may want to take a nice deep breath in, filling up those lungs. And you may even want to make an audible sigh as you let that go, releasing anything you've been holding on to today. And allowing that breath to return to normal. Coming back to that gentle rise and fall. And just checking in with the breath today. Noticing if that rhythm is fast or slow. Deep or shallow. What's the texture of the breath today in this moment? Is it smooth or jittery? Is there any kind of restriction in the body as it comes in into the lungs, into the diaphragm? And allow these waves of breath to just lull you into a state of relaxation as it gently glides in and out, like waves washing up on the shore. Watching as that tide draws in and out. And firstly, we're going to bring our attention to the area of our third eye today. And imagine with each breath you breathe in, you're breathing life into this area, breathing in prana, energy, awakening this area that might have been a bit sleepy today. You may imagine this area starting to glow. Noticing what color it tends to glow for you. And with each breath, that gets brighter and brighter till it's projecting out in front of you, creating a tunnel of light which you can begin to walk through. Stepping through this tunnel of light and noticing there's a door at the other end. Paying attention to how that door looks for you today. Is it different to any other times you've journeyed along this tunnel? And noticing the texture as you reach out to grab the handle and open up into a beautiful meadow filled with wild flowers. And take a moment to walk through this meadow, noticing each flower. You may even want to reach out and touch all of these different flowers that are surrounding you. Take a moment to enjoy this space. Take in the sky, the feeling of the ground. Maybe the sun is shining for you, warming up your skin. And up ahead, you see a pathway through a woods and you begin to walk towards it. And on this pathway, there's someone waiting for you. It might be a person, it might be an animal, maybe something else entirely, but there's a being waiting for you on this path to the woods. Allow them to show themselves now. And they begin to guide you through this path, this winding path through the forest. And again, take a moment, look around, notice. What do you see? What are the plants? Are there any animals around? How does this forest feel to you? And this path goes on and on. It's winding through every tree until you come out to a clearing. And in the center of this clearing, there's a little cottage with smoke coming from the chimney, a little thatched roof. And your guide begins to take you towards the door. And you open up the door, and inside you see a table. And on this table is a crystal ball. You sit down at the chair at the table and begin to stare into this crystal ball. And inside this crystal ball, you can see all of the beautiful things that you are bringing into your life. All the magical experiences you're going to have. The places you're going to visit. The people that are going to join you. And you see yourself living out each and every one of these experiences that feels so important to you. You notice what you're doing with your time during these experiences. Living out what your soul has been longing for. All your heart's desires are contained within this crystal ball. Allow those experiences to come to you now. You may see them, you may just know, you may hear them. You may experience nothing at all, but know that these things are sinking into your psyche. And as and when you're ready, you slowly stand up, knowing that these experiences are meant for you. This is what you're meant to receive, what you're meant to experience. These are the things that are already on your path. You just need to allow them to happen by taking the right actions. You stand up from the table and the guide beckons you out of the door. You leave the cottage and notice there's someone sat outside. They're sat next to a fire pit, drinking a cup of tea, just relaxing, looking into the flames. And you realize it's your higher self. You take a moment to go over and see them. Sit with them and stare into those flames. And your higher self turns to you and shares with you some words of wisdom that you've been needing to hear. Allow yourself to receive those words of wisdom now. And then she tells you what is the next step you need to take. What action do you need to take to move these desires forward, to allow them to come into reality? Allow yourself to hear that guidance now. And you stand up from this fire pit, taking a moment to say goodbye to your higher self in whatever way feels good for you. And your guide begins to take you back through the woods, through this winding path. Although you may not notice this path so much because you're filled with this inspiration of what you need to do next to make these experiences come to life, to allow the magic to unfold. And before you know it, you're back in the flower meadow and you're walking towards the door, bringing these ideas with you. As you open the door to the tunnel, then come back into your body, back into the third eye. And taking a moment to connect in with the area of the solar plexus. Still your area of self-empowerment, part of you that has the fire in the belly, that makes things happen, that takes the action, that feels the passion and excitement of what she's going to create. And take a moment to breathe into this space to stoke that fire. And with each breath, feeling that excitement, that enthusiasm, that motivation gets stronger. Until this fire is so strong that you can't imagine not even taking the action. It's just what you need to do. And then taking a moment to plant your seed of intention into your heart space. The action you're going to be taking to manifest this into reality. To allow those experiences to come true. To create the life you desire. And as and when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Coming back into the outside world. Lovely people. I would love to know what came through for you. What do you desire and what are you manifesting? What actions are you taking? What are your intentions? And I'm going to have a sip of my tea while you tell me. Oh, Gabby, that is beautiful. Oh, wow. God, that sounds beautiful. Thank you for sharing, lovely. I love that she shows you that she's watching you through the crystal ball. How stunning is that? So, my intention for you today is to not fob these dreams off as just a dream that's never going to happen. Not to kind of get too logical about it or try to be realistic or all of those things we can do when we go into our logical mind, where we talk ourselves out of what we really desire. But instead continue to stoke those flames in our solar plexus, to feel that level of, if I can dream it, I can have it. And then make it happen. Make the commitment, take the actions, do what you need to do to see that reality manifest. And I'm going to leave you there. You may want to journal on this. You may want to start taking action straight away. But I would love to know. So reach out or share in the group or let us know, what are you manifesting? How's it going? What's tripping you up, so we can support each other through this manifesting journey. Okay, lovelies. Wishing you a gorgeous rest of the week. I look forward to seeing you next week. And like I say, the online retreat is now on the platform for those of you that can attend or just want to watch it back. But wishing you a gorgeous time. I will see you soon. If you need anything, reach out. Otherwise, take care of yourself. See you soon.